There once was a sweet little maid who lived with her father and mother in a pretty little cottage at the edge of the village. She always wore a red cloak with a hood which suited her so well that everybody called her Little Red Riding Hood.
What's this?
It's a story about a little girl who always wears a red cloak with a hood.
Cool! I love things about superheroes. What's her special power?
She doesn't have any special powers. It's not that kind of story. And could you stop doing that, please?
So what happens?
Well, one morning, her mother asked Red Riding Hood to take a basket of eggs, butter, cake, and dainties to her grandmother.
So kindness is her superpower. Does she hypnotize the bad guys into being nice? And what's a dainty?
A dainty is it's like a small kind of a look, do you want to hear this story or not? Okay, where was I? Oh, right. Okay. Little Red Riding Hood was on her way to Grandma's house when she met a wolf.
A wolf! Excellent! They're always the bad guys in this kind of story. I bet she zaps him with her kindness ray.
She does not have a kindness ray. She has a basket of eggs and butter and cakes and dainties.
Well, how does she fight crime then? Is it like a cool kind of flying gadget basket? Are there exploding eggs? Can she whack him with a dainty?
There's no kindness ray, no flying basket, and no exploding eggs. She's just a sweet little girl with terrible fashion sense on her way to see her grandma.
Okay. Let's hear the rest of the story.
Well, the wolf asked Red Riding Hood where she was going, and she said, Grandma's house. So the wolf said, goodbye, and secretly headed off to Grandma's house.
Hang on. Why doesn't the wolf man just try to eat Hood Girl right then and there?
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? How should I know why he didn't try and eat her?
I wonder if it's because old ladies taste better than little girls.
Anyway, the wolf arrived at Grandma's cottage and saw the old lady lying in bed. She jumped up when she saw the wolf and locked herself in the wardrobe.
I think the wolf man needs to think bigger if he's gonna be a supervillain. Maybe he could rob a bank on the way to Grandma's house.
Are you listening? There are no exploding eggs, no supervillains, and no superpowers.
Yep.
Okay. So Grandma leapt out of bed, locked herself in the wardrobe so she'd be safe. Then the wolf put on some of Grandma's clothes and climbed into the bed, waiting for Little Red Riding Hood to arrive.
Hang on. So now you're saying that he does want to eat her.
Yes, anyways, this is my favorite bit. She arrived and said, what big ears you have, Grandma. And the wolf replied, all the better to hear you with.
She's not very bright, is she? I mean, if there were a wolf dressed up as my grandma, I would have noticed right away.
And Little Red Riding Hood said, and what a big nose you have. And the wolf replied, all the better to smell you with, my dear.
Let me see this book. Let me see.
And she said, what big teeth you have. And the wolf said, all the better to gobble you up, my dear. Just in time, the Little Red Riding Hood's father arrived with his axe and he chopped off the wolf's head. Oh no. and they all lived happily ever after.
I'm not sure the wolf was very happy at that end. So let me see if I have this right. The Red Hood is on her way to help an old lady when she meets the wolf man, whose evil plan is to eat all the old ladies in the world. And he and Red have a big battle over the dainties, and then the father chops Wolfie with an axe?
Sort of.
Well, it's not a very nice story, is it? Are you absolutely sure this is a children's book?
All right, that's it. That's it. I'm leaving. You can find your own stories to read, your own plays to do.
Okay, wait. I have one more question.
What?
Is the grandma still in the wardrobe?
Oh,
I guess so. That is the end.